Good afternoon, everyone. Romney Smith at WTOC for The News Now. This is where we bring you local, regional, and national stories that we're following. Thank you so much for giving us just a few minutes of your afternoon. We certainly appreciate it. We're on various platforms right now. That includes our website, WTOC.com, the WTOC apps, Amazon Fire, Roku, Twitter, Facebook. Basically any platform you're on, there's a way to get us, especially if you're on a cell phone right now. So thank you so much for weighing in. You can always leave a comment or ask a question specifically on Facebook right now at the WTOC page. And I see a bunch of you already weighing in saying good afternoon. We appreciate you guys so much for watching. All right, so let's get to it. Savannah police actually arrested 2 suspects wanted for a series of thefts and burglaries all up and down the East Coast. You're looking at them right now. Savannah police say an officer was working an extra duty shift at the Oglethorpe Mall last week when 2 men tried to shoplift about $2,000 worth of clothing. Well, they managed to leave the store before getting arrested. So after reviewing surveillance video of that incident, the officer was able to identify both Ishmael Wright and Patrick Davis, and they were later arrested. The men are suspected of committing at least 11 smash and grab thefts at jewelry stores from Florida all the way up to North Carolina. So those 2 guys are now in custody thanks to a Savannah police officer working an extra duty at the Oglethorpe Mall. All right, so driving and holding your phone, of course, no longer legal in the state of Georgia. The hands-free law went into effect this past Sunday. Only 2 days, but we're already seeing results. So on the first day, on Sunday, statewide, there were more than 100 stops. 98 warnings were issued and 34 citations were issued. Now, keep in mind, when I talk about citations, first offense, $50. So most of those people only had to pay $50, but second offense, $100, third offense, $150. Keep in mind, if you're pulled over for using your phone, you might be tempted to try to destroy the evidence, but unfortunately, police can still catch you. Law enforcement and insurance companies can use technology to recover data on your phone even if it's deleted. So WTOC actually sat down with a digital forensic analyst about that software that can track your phone's history. So if you're caught watching a video or you're in an app, this actually will log the time and date you tried to delete whatever you were using. And we found a lot of people who did not know that was even possible.
I thought deleting it would take care of that problem. I didn't know they could bring it back up.
Yeah, so would that be your first thought if they pulled you over to just kind of go ahead and get rid of it?
I mean, yeah, that's always my first thought, is to try and hide the evidence.
Even though officers can't search your phone right on the spot on the side of the road, they can issue a warrant for your phone, and the software can provide the day and exact time a text or app was deleted or music was paused. For more information on the Georgia hands-free law, you can always head to our website, WTOC.com. I have a question on Facebook right now. Erica Jenkins saying, what other state has this law? There are 14 other states in the United States that have the law scattered all about. None of our neighbors, so Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, they don't have it, but there are multiple other states, mostly in the Northeast, but there are a few in the Midwest and a couple out west that also have a hands-free law. I wouldn't be surprised to see this go nationwide and gain in popularity, especially if it actually reduces the number of traffic incidents, crashes, and deadly crashes. So it is something we're going to see. And ultimately, they're not doing it to rack in more money. It's all about safety. And then Stella Crowder Oliver saying, great job SMPD for finding the guys who were wanted for multiple burglaries that we showed you a moment ago. All right, moving on. Human trafficking. It's an issue nationwide and locally, and some changes are coming about awareness. WTOC's Amanda LeBreau is working on that story for you right now, and she has a preview.
Hey guys, it's Amanda. You've probably seen these signs if you've been to an airport or a train station. It's a notice about human trafficking, and it kind of tells you what you should do and some tips to look out for. So the GBI just put out a kind of updated version for 2018, and we're talking to some special agents about things you can look for and where you should be looking for these in case you're someone who needs help, or if you need to maybe intervene and help someone who can't help themselves. We'll have all that information for you today on the news.
All right, so I don't have to tell you guys, it's hot outside. Nearly 60 million people right now are under a heat advisory or warning today. The scorching temperatures and humidity are expected through Independence Day. In some places in the east, might be as hot as 100 or 110 degrees when the humidity and heat are also taken into account. So advisories and warnings actually stretch from central Virginia all the way up to eastern Maine. I'm laughing at all my friends up there because I'm like, you know what, you make fun of us in the winter. I'm making fun of you guys right now sweating it out. How about that heat? Don't you like that? Because I do. Anyway, the recent heat wave, of course, has left 1 person dead and 2 other deaths are under investigation for links to the heat. Locally, we're hot, but we've also have rain in the forecast. WTOC Chief Meteorologist Dave Turley has more on that.
Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Turley. Hot out there now. We're already seeing temperatures into the 90s, but it feels much hotter than that. Already up to feeling like 105 in Sylvania, and I think we'll see a lot of these feels-like temperatures over 100 degrees today. So make sure you're heat smart with your kids and your pets. Make sure you are aware that they are in your car. Don't want to leave them in there. Put items in the back seat to remind yourself. Make sure you have a reminder sticker on your mirror if you need to, and just do a little walk around. Make sure you got everything out of the car that you need to keep out of the heat in here today. We're already seeing some showers and storms developing, mainly across parts of Beaufort and Jasper County. That'll be with the sea breeze as it moves on inland, and I do think we'll see those more, especially west of Interstate 95. And as we go hour by hour, you see that developing along the coast and then making its way on inland. Could produce some locally heavy rain, maybe some stronger thunderstorms. We'll be tracking that coming up here throughout the afternoon, but generally winding down quickly, it looks like, after sunset. More details for you coming up on D News starting at 4.
All right, so keep in mind, although there is rain in the forecast, you don't have to completely cancel any of your 4th of July holiday plans. Stick with our meteorologists. They will have a complete breakdown for you coming up at 4 o'clock on the news. And if you miss it, that's okay. We have so many newscasts here at WTOC, so you can catch it at 4, 5, 5:30, 6, 7, and 11 o'clock today, or you can always go to our website, WTOC.com. I always tell you guys, you can reach out on Facebook right now. I don't see any questions for any of the stories that we went over today, so that's all we have for now. I'll be with you guys a little bit later. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. And as always, you can reach us online at WTOC.com, as well as our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and I'm forgetting one. Oh, Twitter. There you go. Join us on Twitter.